Oh, thank you. It's okay. I'm sure you can meet over here.
He'll come over eventually. If not, go check on him.
I will. Ah, Lua, I see you lost. At Hakai. At Almo Riot. Hop into waiting room when you're ready. 12 months! Today's your 12th month? Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Greater than DDDD.
Let me change into some stream pajamas. With the new stars coming in, 25-star Pencilier gear is going to become a reality. I swear to God, if somebody comes into my stream with a 25-star Pencilier, you're getting a 2-day ban. Do not bet when I say that. I'm gonna do it for fun. Please don't. You guys have better things to spend your Mesa on. Please. It's wholly unnecessary. Okay. Let's get the people in. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello, everybody. Alright. Elmo, can I remember what your experience with Seren is like?
I've been carried twice, I think. I don't know. I know some of the mechanics. I don't know the test.
Okay. Should I teach you, like, I'm teaching, like, a new player at Seren?
Yeah, that works.
Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let me, pull open the guide and stuff like that. Give me a moment.
I would specify it's been a red dot carry twice.
You don't need to specify that.
Well, it's a little different.
Someone's throwing
Different
shade.
when you're attacking.
It is quite different. It is
I
quite
believe
different.
I used Origin once.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. And my mule's about to be eating well. Your mule is not eating well if it has that 25-star Pencilier. You can literally just transfer it into a CRA and it'd be better at 24. I've barely been playing the game since October. I don't think I won't do it. It's not that I want to think or don't want to think. I just don't want you to do it. Alright. Here, I'm streaming the guide here in the Discord. And then make sure stream can see it from this end. Okay. Can you guys see my stream alright?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, perfect. I feel like my camera is a little bit too low. There we go. The more Aaron talks about it, the more I think he wants to see it. I don't want to see it. And you fuckers put the fucking flame clip into the weekly clips. I thought I was clear. It was the second to last clip. I'm pissed. God damn it. I bricked my fan flame again last week.
Oh no.
And they clipped it immediately. Alright, anyway. Alright, so I'll meet y'all at channel 17 Seren. I know you've already learned Seren before, Alicia, but the goal today for you is going to be learning how to use your down TP and when to use your E form, like judging safe tests, things like that. Okay? Alright, so let me pull open Seren. You guys could see. Alright, so we're gonna get started. Let me do a little quick smega to say that I'm doing, otherwise my smegas are gonna expire. I've not been using them. Whoa. Okay. Let's begin. Alright, so, welcome to Seren. You said you've done 2 total runs. Is that correct?
Yeah, and both were red dot.
Perfect. Alright, so, you got 2 total runs. The way this works is I've taught you before, haven't I? A different boss?
Yeah, you gave me a bunch of tips on V-Hilo, which I'm actually running now, so thank you.
Hell yeah. So, we know it works, and if you remember, the way I taught before is I kind of teach, like, the core mechanics and the core theme, how they tie together. And I kind of break things down into the parts that are digestible in the best, like, digestible wholes that I can give you. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about P1 first, and talk about the core mechanic that is prevalent throughout the entire fight while we're up here. Hi, Meatball. I adopted a cat over the weekend. I don't know if you heard, Alicia.
I didn't.
Yeah, his name is Meatball. Anyway.
I love cats.
So we're gonna talk about the core mechanic first, okay? The theme that is prevalent throughout this entire fight is that the sun god Mitra resides in Seren. Oh, Meatball, you okay, buddy? Hi. And what's going to happen is every time you take attacks from various hazards or Seren attacks specifically, yeah, you sit there, buddy. You're going to fill up your gauge. Whenever the gauge fills up completely, you will receive an basically unavoidable stun for 5 seconds. Okay? You cannot Hero's Will through it. You can't be cleansed by a bishop. Alright? Oh, he's so cute. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tilt my... I shouldn't tilt my camera down. Oh my god, he's giving me belly flops. Alright. Anyway.
Come up, let's see.
He's trying to bite my hand and give me little love nibbles. And now his claw's on my sleeve. So I can't remove it. Hey! Quit biting me.
I need to see him.
If you look in the Paradoxia Pets and Animals chat, you'll see I posted a bunch of pictures that Crystal took together. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Let me continue.
Sorry.
So, whenever you take attacks, it fills the gauge. It's really difficult to actually reduce the gauge without just straight up breaking it. So you break the gauge by filling it up, and then it cleanses down to 0. You receive that 5-second unavoidable stun. In the middle of the stun, you are unable to heal. You cannot be healed. Okay. Other attacks, even familiar healing will not save you. Other people's familiars won't save you. Even damage reduction buffs won't be applied. Make sense? I see another Deja Vu member. Are they here to practice?
Who is that? Oh, that's Yuna.
Oh,
He's
is
the
that?
other one that,
Oh,
posted.
Hakai?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Here, let me see. Ah, they're here. Oh, and Chowzi's here as well. Hi, Chowzi. Hi, Hakai.
Yo.
So real quick, just to catch y'all up, Hakai, Chowzi. No, Chowzi, you've been in my Seren teaching before, haven't you? I think. Maybe not. Hakai, are you also new to Seren?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna start from the beginning. You didn't miss much, so I'll get started. If you make sure to pop into my stream on the Discord here. Once I see you're popped in, we'll get started. Okay, great. Now, I don't know if Chowzi is here or not. I hope he is. I don't think that's not him. Okay, but I'll go ahead and get started. Essentially, in Seren, you've never learned with me before, Hakai, I believe. But the way it works is, I'm going to teach P1 first, and I'm going to talk about the core mechanic, and that's prevalent throughout the entire fight. And then after we get a little bit familiar with P1 and the general attacks, which are pretty familiar throughout the fight, then I will teach us P2, and we're going to try and make the goal today to last one whole cycle without dying out. That means going from noon to sunset, sunset to midnight, midnight to dawn, and then dawn back to noon. I'll explain what that means later. Okay? Are we good? Can Hakai hear me? Oh, he's just muted. Okay. Alright, great. So, the way this works is various attacks and hazards are going to give you what we call sunlight gauge. Alright? Mitra possesses Seren, and so she's basically the avatar of sun. Okay? Various attacks will fill up the meter, and then when the meter fills to 100%, it'll go back to 0, and then you will receive a 5-second unavoidable stun. You cannot Hero's Will it, you cannot be cleansed, you cannot be healed, you cannot heal, you cannot receive healing. The only heal that really works throughout this stun is like losing your door and going back to full HP. That's the only thing that works. Okay? You have any questions about that so far?
And no skills will bypass that, like Ether form won't.
You
Doesn't matter.
You can E-form, but E-form never prevents you from taking CCs other than knockbacks. I think actually you might even take the knockback if I remember correctly. Okay? Now E-form will prevent you from taking damage while you are gauge stunned for a few seconds, but not the entire 5 seconds, obviously. Alright? So I'm going to talk about the hazards that show up here in P1. It's pretty short, okay? But the primary attacks are going to be dash, jab, and something similar to this, okay? So I'll talk about those first. Dash is kind of like the Damien Phase 2 dash. Not the one where he spawns that weird pink stuff in front of him, but he just kind of like dashes forward. If he dashes into a corner, just like Seren will, the dash attack will be significantly delayed. Like the hitbox will be significantly delayed. So you have to wait longer to unduck, unless you have Untouchable. Today, will we have Untouchable? We have conditional Untouchable because of Battle Mage Party Shield. What's up, Linson? Oh, Kirby Rocks. Who's that? Okay, maybe they're not with us. Secondly is Jab. Oh, that's just Alicia's friend. Jab is essentially similar to Kick in Black Mage. it doesn't come with nearly as many consequences. The gauge is very small, okay? However, you can duck to avoid it or be on the opposite side, all right? Now, you'll notice the cooldown is 1.89 seconds. The thing that I would use to describe Seren, rather than, as opposed to Black Mage, is Black Mage is complex, but Seren is complicated. Seren is not complicated, it's intense. Does that make sense? All right, so just keep that in mind. Next we have Aura, otherwise known as Banana, all right? Banana will stretch across the map and then hit you and stun you, okay? You can duck this, but unless you're a mage, you probably want to jump over this. It's pretty high, so you have to do an up jump and then maybe blink and float over it best you can. Just keep in mind, all right? Lastly, we have Radial. This does not gauge, all right? It'll shoot lasers in 8 different directions, and then it will blind you, the kind where you miss, all right? After that, we have some environmental hazards, namely just 2. The meteors that do no gauge, and the pillars. This is the hardest mechanic in P1, okay? This combined with the banana makes things very, very difficult, all right? This is the fastest pillar mechanic in the entire game, okay? If the Black Mage pillars are 3 seconds, the spikes, the ones that give you White Curse in P2, if those are 3 seconds before they explode, this is 1.2 seconds. The moment you see it, you probably want to start avoiding it, okay? Does anyone have any questions? That's everything in P1. We're going to look to try and survive in here for about 5 minutes, and if you guys look good before that, I'll be observing. Then I will start teaching P2, and then we're going to learn P2 and make the goal for the day, okay? One whole cycle, remember. Someone asked, what if the pillar pattern is bad? Simply unlucky? That's a great question. So I do normally explain that. I didn't explain it today. It's possible for the pillar to spawn again in the same spot right afterwards. What I mean by that is the ending animation will bleed into the startup animation for the second pillar. If that happens, it can really delay your reaction because you're not sure if it's ending or starting. Just keep in mind that it can happen, and you can still avoid them. How well you time your movement skills that are available to you will really, really matter. So timing is very, very important. If it's not, then just simply vacate the area or take the hit. Heroes will beforehand if it's gonna blind you, right? Just keep that in mind. Okay? They only do 40% HP. I will talk about how to gauge cleanly as well at some point. If you guys are ready, stand to the right of this white portal on the right of the screen, and then we'll go in. Is Chowsy here? I think he's here. Chowsy, are you joining us for Seren practice? We're in channel 17. We can't hear you if you're talking. He joined the stream, so... Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's also a battle mage. I knew it. Now, for battle mages today... Oh, does anyone not know how to down TP out of my mages in the party? I know we have a Buck, but Buck can kind of do this too.
It was.
Is anyone unfamiliar with what a down TP is?
It was like... How do you do it again?
If you know how to do it, I want you to do one in front of me. Yeah, what's a down TP? Oh, well, I mean... Yuna's a Buck. Well, for you, it'd just be a ground slide, so you'll duck and then you slide to the right while you're doing it. That's a really, really important skill in this fight. Can you hide the dock? Oh, yeah, sorry.
I don't remember how to down PV.
So you're going to duck, and then you're going to attack with your, like, anything that makes you do this attack motion. Okay? Whether that's Big Bang or your actual basic attack. Once you started the attack animation, the moment you pressed it, just TP in any direction. Yeah, but you have to do it while you're doing the crouch attack. So the purpose of this movement is there are attacks that you need to duck, but you also need to move. And you can't move while you're ducking. Mages can circumvent this by forcing you to be stuck in the crouch attack animation while you teleport. It's a form of telecasting. And what this does is you don't have to get up in the middle of your your TP. It's very, very important, and you're gonna use it for a lot of things. I even use it in Black Mage because it gives you a little bit more time. Crouching will shift your hitbox down and forward, right? Give you more time to avoid like a falling white or something like that. Right, Meatball?
I definitely need to practice that.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it with my keybind.
No problem. I would recommend that you find a keybind that works for you immediately, because that's what you're going to be practicing today, okay, Alicia?
Okay.
Okay, and if you guys are ready, then we will enter. Bam has to use chains or rush to down TP. It can't be finishing... Correct, it can't be finishing blow for a battle mage. You can use chains or rush, or you can use like your basic attack. That works as well. You can't use Angel Ray. You have to use a basic attack.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, because like you see your Angel Arraying in general, you shouldn't be uncrouched whatsoever in a down TP. That means the attack isn't working. So you should use your basic attack instead.
Yeah, see.
And the moment you press the basic attack animation, you should teleport to the left. You'll know you're doing it.
I did that.
Yes. You're just doing it a little late. That was correct.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
You might be uncrouching a little bit because I think you're just doing it a little late. If you're doing it correctly, you can take your finger off the duck key, and you'll never uncrouch. So you can even just practice like attacking in place and then releasing your down key for a moment, and then like repressing your down key. If you do it correctly, you'll never uncrouch. Right, Meatball? Meatball's learning Seren mechanics.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be very important, because you can use this to avoid things in Sunset, avoid things in Noon. You can avoid pretty much anything in any phase that involves you ducking while needing to move. Okay, if you guys are ready, we'll come to the right and let's get started. You're going to have to practice the rest inside the boss. I don't want to keep him waiting around. Alright. Oh, I exited. Oops. Classic.
So it's not just me who does that.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Alright, I'm entering in 3, 2, 1. Now, normally you're gonna have somebody in like a fully functioning... Is the down TP only for mages? It's for anybody that has a true teleport. Now, normally we're gonna have somebody that holds the boss, which means they're gonna keep aggro, so everyone only has to deal with the hazards and not the boss itself. But this time, I'm just gonna kind of do whatever. I want you guys to kind of experience what the boss is doing. A lot of these attacks are gonna be prevalent even in the following phase, so... If you do it correctly, you should be able to down TP through a banana. So chat will see that I'm not taking any hits from the banana. That's correct. Here's another banana. Some more practice for our mages.
Hit me.
Banana. You'll also notice that the radial lasers that hit that shoot out in 8 directions from Seren, again, do not gauge, but there's actually, it's really easy to like get into like sweet spots to avoid the attacks. I'll show chat what I mean the next time she does a good one. A lot of these are very cardinal direction heavy. Diagonal ones actually give you a lot of space. See, I ducked that one. It was banana and then radial probably. I didn't avoid the pillars, but I avoided the radial. Banana. The goal in phase 1 is to be able to make it out of phase 1 with all of your lives. Or at least you only lose your door. Look at these sweet spots. These radial patterns are about as thin as Vihila threads, so it is possible to avoid them a lot more tightly than you would expect. Now, there is no penalty for gauging outside of the stun itself and the no heal for 5 seconds in P1. In P2, there is a penalty. And so for that reason, we don't want to take a full gauge into P2. Your gauge does carry over. So if you had 99% gauge at the end of P1, when you phase and go to P2, you're going to have a full gauge, that same 99%. The only way you get rid of it is to gauge. And we don't want to do that. We want to mitigate how much of that we're doing at all times. Okay? So as a result, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about how to gauge safely. So let me take a bunch of hits, and I'm going to show chat how I gauge. You can come up. I'm streaming. Feel free to come on in. I can't hear you very well. I've got my headphones on.
No worries. I will talk loud. I love how you set up Bird and Chipmunk YouTube for
Yeah.
Meatball.
Oh, wait, I gauged and I didn't show chat. My fault, guys. I gotta gauge again. There goes my door. No, I got it. Alright, so the way we're going to gauge is we're going to up jump and we're going to hold blink. Oh. This is embarrassing. At least I'm alive. 2 HP. Alright, let's keep going. You guys are doing great, by the way. The number of life count decreases has gone down. I keep over gauging. Alright, you guys can give me some time. But if your gauge is full, essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to up jump into the air and then hold blink above a pillar while you are full health. This will help you avoid things like the banana, or possibly avoid things like... Nice. Or avoid things like, what's the word? The radials. You're likely not going to get hit while you're in the air. Alright, let's take a couple of pillars and put my fountain down. Okay, I think I can take one more pillar. Nice. I want to up jump when I'm full HP, so not this much HP. And we're probably going to do it right here. Once this respawns, let me go ahead and up jump in 2 seconds. 0. It should respawn right about now. Oh wow, this is taking forever. Now I have to go away. And we're gonna hold blink right here. And you'll see, even if I took 2 pillars, it's really hard for a 3rd pillar to spawn. They do 40% HP. They will not kill you outright. So as long as you up jump with full HP and take the pillar, you're likely going to survive. I've never taken 3 pillars in that situation before. A well-timed one will net you a good cleanse. And it's important to cleanse successfully before the 2nd phase, like I mentioned. Alright, if everybody's doing well, I'm going to say this is good enough. Let's go ahead and exit. Does anyone have any questions about P1 before I explain P2? Okay, in that case, we're going to go ahead and get started teaching P2. So, we talked about the hazards of the gauge stun in P1, but in phase 2, the important thing is that we need to pay attention to 2 important new mechanics that involve the gauge. Alright? One is the gauge UI itself. You'll notice that we still have the way it fills up in the middle, however, it's now surrounded by the sundial. Okay? The sundial is going to denote the time of day that we are fighting Seren in. The whole theme of this fight is fighting Seren throughout the day cycle. We're going to start right here at noon, where the sun is the highest in the sky and therefore beats down on you the hardest. After which, we'll be in sunset, and then midnight, where Seren is the weakest, and then dawn, and then noon again. Going from noon to sunset to midnight to dawn, and then back to noon is considered one whole cycle. That's going to be our goal today. Alright? Every time you cross over from one section of the day to another, so from noon to sunset, for instance, you will have to do a test. Okay? This test, essentially, there are not 8 pillars, okay? And the leftmost pillar against the wall and the rightmost pillar against the wall will never be part of test. The way we pass this test is by standing or ducking beneath the shortest beam of light. Does anyone have any questions about how that test functions? Now, I need to address some very specific misconceptions about this test. You can iframe this test and still play the test. I don't know why everybody seems to not believe that, but this is one of the most common things I hear and the most common misconceptions about tests that I hear. If you iframe the test and you still play it, no one will die if other people haven't iframed. Okay? Now, there is because not everyone has iframe for every test. It's true, not everyone has an iframe for every test, but people think that you cannot play the test if you are iframed. You can still play the test and not like. Let me give you an example. In this test, you'll see 1-person tombstones. Okay, got room for one more? I do have room for one more. Come to channel 17. But I've already explained P1, so you're gonna have to catch up if you haven't caught up before. So let's say I think someone isn't going to make it. Okay, so I pop my iframe in order to save myself from the penalty of test fail. Okay, in the event that I pop the iframe but they still made it. Oh, okay, great. In the event that I pop the iframe and everyone still made it, no one else will suffer a penalty even though I iframed. You can iframe and still play the test. Does that make sense, Hakai? Great. Okay, so secondly, the way you have to stand beneath a test, though, and when I say iframe, if your iframe takes your feet off of the ground, as in if you're even 1 pixel above the ground, I believe, I don't know the exact, I'm going to say 1 pixel, okay? So examples of this are Hoyoung Scroll, Evan Dragon. Iframes that take your feet off the ground and elevate your character will fail tests, because you're not considered to be underneath the beam of light. That's very, very important. Buccaneer Lightning Orb, do you jump when you use Lightning Orb? Well, okay, you're never going to use Lightning Orb for test anyway, so I'm just going to say don't bother. Yeah, Seren is completely iframed in the middle of test, so there's never going to be an instance where you use your burst as an iframe. Almost never, at least. Damn, rip Trick Blade. Yeah. You can't use Trick Blade, I'm assuming, because the boss isn't even, like, vulnerable. But you wouldn't want to anyway, right?
No, you can't target her.
Yeah, exactly. So only the 6 middle pillars can be part of tests, alright? Now, what's important is, you can still E-form the test. E-form will still, leaving early, gotta fix your mic. Okay, take care, Chazzy. E-form will work because the penalty is that you take a life, but you will still receive the gauge. So this is the only way you can fill up your gauge instantly, like you receive a gauge instantly. However, you won't get gauge stunned. That's the penalty for test. You die and you take a gauge stun, okay? And the other important thing is that, you see in this screen, if 1 person failed test, everyone should fail test. There is a degree of client versus server-sided lag. So can you explain iframing test again? I forgot. You're gonna have to give me a little bit. Also, let me drag you in. Are you in the Discord? Make sure hop into the waiting room. Regret. Where was I? E-form, you will not take the life death. Oh, you're sick? It's just because I want you to hear me. You don't have to talk. I just need you to hop into the call so you can hear me and not deal with the lag. Okay, great. Alright, so, channel 17. Where was I? If a person is late on your screen, they might pass tests, but you might not because of lag. This is especially prevalent with overseas players, so you have to be on top of it. You might be safe for your own test, but you being late could kill somebody else. Does that concept make sense to you guys? That's kind of a confusing concept. The concept, no. It's because when I'm doing something on my screen, it's not the exact same time it's happening on your screen visually. The test gauges things visually because that's the only way it can. If the game detects everybody visually under the test at the same time, it'll work. So they might make it before it shows up on your screen. This is very, very important. It's the same reason why it's really hard to heal someone mid-boss fight. You kind of have to predict where they're going or if they're going to stand still. Okay. So again, iframes, regret plays, you are a demon slayer. If your iframe takes your feet off the ground, it will not work. Because you're going to kill everybody. Because then you're not counted as playing test anymore because your feet are off the ground. Alright. Let's continue. Think of it like will P2 tests. You can see people get hit on your screen, but they won't get hit yet. It's the exact same thing. Alright. Let's talk about what happens if you do get gauged. Every time you get gauged, you will reduce the gauge of midnight by 1/20th. When midnight fully disappears, that's 20 gauges, you fail out of the run. Does anyone have any questions about that? Okay, cool. Let's talk about the individual sections. All right, we're going to talk about noon, sunset, and dawn, all three. Dawn is going to be the hardest one, okay? But they're all difficult. Don't get it twisted. So noon. Let's talk about noon. The meteors that fall from the sky get replaced with these bombs, okay? They spawn in specific places on the map, like statically. They'll never like shift over a couple pixels, all right? It gauges like a medium amount. Keep that in mind, and they blind you. You don't want to get hit with these in the middle of your burst. If you do get hit, you can Hero's Will your blinds. Just keep that in mind. Secondly, diagonals. We call these diagonals and not lasers. That's because Seren herself has a laser attack, so we don't want to get the comms twisted, okay? Diagonals will flashbang your screen, like if you play FPS games. It literally will brighten your screen until you can't see anything. The more you take, the longer you get flashed for. Okay? Secondly, this gauges like a large amount, so you don't want to get hit by this almost at all if you can help it. We are going to play with Seren on the left side in noon. Do not run away. We want to keep her in a contained space so that we can understand what she is doing. Running away from the boss is not necessarily equal safety. Alright? We have the dash, same as P1, and the jab, same as P1, except it does a little bit more damage, and the cooldowns are a little bit different. Dash also has 5% more HP here as opposed to P1. Okay? Here's laser. Laser gauges a large amount, and it stuns you for 7 seconds. It's affected by status res. So generally about 4 to 5 seconds. You can get hit at the end of your gauge stun, and then just be stunned for a total of 10 seconds. Okay? This can be dispelled. It's considered a stun. So yes, you could Hero's Will this. You can't Hero's Will while you are stunned. You can be cleansed by a bishop or a battle mage, blue aura. Alright, we have a lot of those today. However, if you have the time to press Hero's Will to avoid the stun from this attack, you have the time to avoid the attack altogether. So I would prefer that you don't try to Hero's Will it. If you could help it. Alright. And then lastly, radials. They do the same amount. They don't gauge you. But there's 12 instead of 8 directions. Alright, does anyone have any questions about noon? Each subphase is going to have a passive. In noon, you're going to constantly increase your gauge, even if you're not getting hit. It will never go to 100%. It'll stop at 99, but you're constantly gaining some gauge. The sun is beating down on you at noon. Are there going to be times where we choose what we got to get hit by? Yes and no. If you understand what this boss is doing, it's possible to go the entire fight without getting hit, except for RNG from pillar patterns. And while still DPMing, it's still possible. Wish she'd beat down on me more is crazy. Okay. Let's move to Sunset. Sunset, otherwise known as Fire Phase, depending on your class, is generally harder. For mages, Sunset's like a lot easier because we have TP, okay? And we have battle mages here, so there's some important battle mage knowledge specifics that I can give to you here. The most important thing, though, is that the passive of Sunset is that you have 20% HP recovery efficiency. You're only going to heal 1/5 of your HP at all times with a power elixir. If you get hit, that HP increase gets reduced until you Hero's Will it or the debuff goes away. But the base is always 20% total. Alright? Meteors are back. They're chunky meatballs this time, not my cat. They do gauge, but only a small amount, and they skill seal. If you had to choose what to get hit by, it would be the meteor. Okay? Pillars, these gauge a lot, but the big thing is they do 90% damage and they blind you. You don't want to get hit by this. Now, it looks thin. Don't be fooled. The base that kind of shoots out is actually the thickness of the Sunset Pillar. So it's actually like out here, not in here. Out here. Keep that in mind. Alright? Pillars, walls, these will spawn 50% into Sunset and also like in the last like 25 seconds of Sunset or so, right? Or I have the 50% mark and the 75% mark of Sunset. They potlock you and they do 50%. They don't actually gauge you, surprisingly enough. If you're trying to not get gauged, which there is a reason for that, then you would actually want to die to these pillars if you had a preference. Okay? Now, here's a special thing about battle mages. The battle mage party shield counts as untouchable. Same with smokescreen. Alicia's a shadow remain. If you were to place your party shield down on top of where these walls spawn, your party can pass through without taking damage. Otherwise, you'd have to TP through. This counts as an untouchable that can be placed as a zone, which means that things that cannot normally be debuffed with untouchable, like field hazards that are affected by the touch status, can be affected by your party shield. So that is Pap Ground, that one-shots you. General Darksight. Darksight will not let you walk through, to my knowledge, I believe. I'm unsure, but I don't think so. Okay. So yeah, ground or the ground laser in Lotus, things like that. Oh, welcome back, Chowsy. Let me invite you. Oh, we have a full party. That's great. I'll go ahead and hop in. Yeah, there he is. All right, so that's all of Sunset. The dash is this is further and does 50% HP. This is jab, does 35%, and then triple slash, otherwise known as 1, 2, 3. It'll do 3 slashes. It's untouchable. For the first 2, if you have untouchable or you're in untouchable, you can just not duck. Otherwise, you have to duck all 3 or be behind her or above her. Okay? Does anyone have any questions about Sunset? I know this is a lot of information, but I unfortunately also have to teach you Dawn. Midnight's really simple. Midnight, everything doesn't really hurt. Avoid getting knocked back before the end of test. Okay? But your gauge will decrease at midnight, and that's the reason why we want to have a higher midnight. If your midnight's too low, 1, you're in danger of failing out, and 2, you won't be able to cleanse as much of your gauge. Okay? Dawn. This is the hardest part of teaching Seren every time, because 1, I already taught you so much. I'm not expecting you guys to memorize everything, but 2, if I don't teach you guys are gonna run around with your heads are cut off. Okay. Alicia's going to be in charge of popping bombs. She's the most familiar with this fight out of this party. What's going to happen is every 15 seconds, these bombs will spawn, and at the like 1/4 sections of the map. Okay. If you get hit by them, they pop once when they appear and pop again when someone walks over them. They will reverse you and give you a medium amount of gauge. That's not good. In this phase. Oh, Chowsy can pop. That's fine. In this phase, every time you get hit by an attack, the shield will increase. She starts with 10%. At the end of Dawn, she will heal for however much is left of the shield. Does that make sense? We want to avoid everything. Now, there's a weird push and pull to this phase. It's going to require a lot of teamwork, and this phase is actually the biggest reason why the Seren DPS requirement is so much higher than it states. It's because everyone wants to clear it before they get to Dawn. In Dawn, as a party, one person will go and pop the bombs, after which the people that are hiding in the corner, while the bomb popper is popping the bombs, will go to the middle. That's because of these guys. These deer will spawn depending on how much HP Seren has when you enter Dawn. Up to 3, okay? And they can't be attacked. They're just going to walk around and re-aggro every 7 seconds to nearby people. And they will attack and do a super knockback, okay? Dawn can have 4, but only in extreme, and they already reduced it, so it's gone down to 3. Okay? These deer, if they go into your corner, they will infinite knock you back over and over again until you gauge, stun, and die. And they can also get on top of the holder. My job today is I'm going to hold Seren on the opposite side of the map. You guys are going to hide in the opposite corner. When the bombs are popped, you go to the middle in order to corral the deer back to the middle. And then when the bombs are about to pop, you will go back to your corner. I will call when the bombs are about to spawn. Okay? Chowsy, my advice for you is once you're going to pop the close ones and then the middle ones, and you're going to up jump. Okay? Don't bother popping mine. I can pop mine. Alright? After which, you can hold your blink. The moment you've popped that middle bomb and you're holding blink, when you fall to the ground, I'd count down from 4 and then go back to your corner. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back to the corner. Okay? Does anyone have any questions?
We're good.
We're cooked?
Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
Just watch out for the bombs, bro.
Watch out for the bombs. Alright? Remember, you can Hero's Will, the reverse debuff if you need to. You can keep on Blue Aura. That might help you as well inside Dawn. Other than that, just try to avoid Seren. Sometimes we'll have to swap. I'll lose aggro on Seren, and then you guys will just go to the opposite corner, and I'll bring Seren to the other side. That'll be the goal. Listen to the comms as they come. I know that's a lot of information. We're going to spend 3 minutes in phase 1 waiting for burst to come back up, and then we are going to go. Don't bother bursting in P1. I'll handle it. Does anyone have any questions? If not, stand to the left of this yellow portal, and then we will go inside. Oh god, that was a lot of explaining today. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Alright, you are allowed to have whatever practice mode buffs you'd like on. I'm gonna try not to like one-shot it. I'll be careful. I'm entering in.
There's another battle mage.
3, 2. Yeah, there's a lot. 1, 0. Oh, let me turn off this. I know. Yeah, I know you guys can't see. 1 second. Guys, don't even bother bursting, honestly. Because I'm just gonna repop it early just in case. Alright, everyone pull off, please. Alright. This time I will hold Seren a little bit. But the goal is to enter P2 with an empty gauge. Keep that in mind. I'd recommend not even flying over here unless you're trying to hold the boss with me. Because you could pull Seren aggro away and then he'll go and harass your team members. No problem, Swayze. Thanks for dropping by. Banana incoming. Once there's a 1 minute timer left, I will alert you guys. After which, take your time to get ready to gauge. Banana incoming. Alright, we have 40 seconds left till we can go. Go ahead and start gauging. Banana incoming. Banana. Alright, we're gonna gauge soon. Is everyone ready? Does anyone need more time?
I need just a second.
Okay. My poor circle.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, banana incoming. I'm gonna bind it shortly afterwards. Bound. I'm phasing. Alright, here you guys are allowed to burst however you'd like. Go ahead and origin. As soon as she's in the left corner, go ahead and origin. Hold duck on entry as well. If you're, just in case she lasers on entry. Or dashes. There's a dash. Good bind. I'll connect the bind, so don't worry. Bound. Oh yeah. Thank you, Tanjiro. Laser. Alright, I'm gonna start counting the attacks, okay? Probably dash. Give her a moment. Oh, radial and then dash. Probably laser. Laser. Duck. Jab, jab. Maybe radial afterwards. Dash and then radial, watch out. Jab, jab. Dash or radial. Probably dash. Wow, that's a lot of jabs. Alright, radial. Maybe dash afterwards. Watch laser. Laser. Nice. Jab. Maybe one more jab. Dash or radial. Probably radial. Okay, radial and then dash. What's up?
I think there was a bomb.
Oh. Laser. Jab, jab. Radial. Maybe dash here. Alright, watch laser. Jab. No laser, could be radial next. Watch out for radial. Radial and then dash. Stay on her left. Because if she dashes right, then we just open ourselves up to a laser every time like that. She can do that from anywhere on the map. So if you're off screen, she'll fuck you up. Dash. And then radial. Watch laser. Middle FMA. I mean test. Oh, unfortunate. Alright. Remember, your HP recovery efficiency is reduced here. I'm going to put a fountain in the middle for you guys. You guys should have fountain max for this boss. It's really good. We're not going to burst in this phase. Keep that in mind. We're not going to burst. If we burst here, I'm going to kill it. So just practice living. Remember, down TP is your best friend. 1, 2. And then 3. Behind her is good too. Don't forget. That's a lot of pillars. Don't. If you feel like it's crazy right now, it's admittedly a little crazy. I'm expecting a 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Hakai, that would have been a good time to do your down dash thing. But it was also kind of off screen for you, so I don't blame you, honestly. Alright. 1, 2. Hey, wait. Who's binding? No binds. What are we doing here? I said no bursting.
Whoa.
Whoa. No connecting binds. Reflexes, sorry. All good. Remember, we don't want to use your origin bind as a... we never want to use origin as an iframe. That is a bad habit. It's okay to use it consciously when it's allowed, but I don't think we have that awareness right now. 1, 2, 3. Alright, test will be in about 20 seconds. Keep that in mind. 20 seconds. One, 2, 3. My music. Dash. Left. Nice. Good job. So you'll notice your gauge decreasing in this phase if you have any. I would say that was a pretty successful first two phases. Here comes Dawn. Get ready for test in about 8 seconds. I'm gonna refresh my playlist. It's kind of fucking up. All right, test any moment now. Right rock. Good. All right, I'm gonna try and hold Seren. Got her. All right, bombs will pop in about 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bombs popped a little early, my fault. Watch the crab incoming. The crab will pop at intervals. Pay attention to how far it travels before it pops. Bombs in 3, 2, 1. Why is my playlist being like this? Bombs. Next at 15. Bombs in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bombs. Remember, only pop them up to the middle one. I'm gonna pop my own. And don't go too early either. Because remember, they're gonna pop once to confuse you when they spawn. Wait for them to do that first pop and then go pop them. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was really good, actually. I lost aggro, so be careful, guys. Alright, guys, swap. Swap with me. Oh, nice. Got her. Don't forget to come out to the middle again after the bombs are popped, but you guys have 3 seconds before bombs pop again, so wait until the next one. If you guys just stay in the middle the entire time, the deer are going to harass you in that corner. Alright, bombs are popped. You have to wait for the bomb popper before you do anything. And remember not to attack Seren while you're out here if you can help it, otherwise we could lose aggro on her. Oh, middle? Ooh, I had to iframe that. Oh no, I think I just lost my door. Alright, hey, good job. You almost made it to the end, Boombox. You were at middle, but you didn't make it fast enough. You were just barely outside of it. You might recover to full HP. It wasn't full, don't worry. Alright, everyone leave, and we're gonna re-enter.
You okay, buddy?
I'm gonna move my camera down a little bit more so you guys can see Meatball. Meatball cam. Okay. No bathroom breaks. Oh, he's in the bathroom break. That's fine. We have Meatball cam while we wait.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Yeah. He likes chin scratches.
I need to steal him.
Oh my god,
Yo.
look, will flop.
Yo, Aaron, quick question about the
What's up?
bombs or whatever.
Yeah,
so
feel
you
free.
said it does like an initial pop, right?
Yes, correct. You'll see it pop. It'll like flash before it settles.
Okay. I see.
Once that flash disappears, you're good. So another piece of advice, if you guys are stuck in the middle and you haven't made it back to the corner, let's say you mistimed the bombs, up jump first. Don't be afraid to up jump.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because like if you try to dash to the right because you're in the middle, you're gonna just, and you don't have the timing right because you're just panicking trying to get to the corner as fast as possible. This happens the exact same way every time. You're gonna jump to the right or TP to the right, and then you're gonna get reversed and you go back to the middle and you're gonna eat the first bomb that just popped. It's gonna repop again, and then you're just gonna take both, and then you're gonna be stuck in the middle, and then you're gonna get hit by deer, and then you lose all your gauge. You know, it's the worst. So either here's what, no, Meatball's here. He's right in the chair. Move him a little bit more. What you hear, buddy? This is my son. He got the corner office as well. Yeah. Okay. If everyone's ready, stand on the left of the portal and we're gonna go back in. Does anyone have any questions about P1, by the way? I think you guys are doing fairly well. It can be kind of hard getting used to the pillars, but make sure you just respect them as much as you can. If you are a mage and you don't know how to do the up jump blink method, you can also E-form a gauge. You'll at least take reduced damage for a majority of the gauge stun. Okay, everyone ready? I think we're missing one person. Oh, just waiting for Alicia. You have to potion before you up jump blink. Rather than necessarily potion, you just have to be full HP. Potion would be good in order to do that. Alright, I'm entering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, entering. Remember, you guys, you don't have to burst in this phase.
I also haven't been doing Benny.
That's fine, you don't have to. She would die if you bennied me.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Shen, you turn it off. Ooh.
I-
Let me turn all that off. Alright, everyone, you can peel off if you'd like.
I'm gonna keep attacking because I do like 0 damage.
Sure.
That way I can still cup.
Well, I mean, if I'm holding her in the corner, unless you're the one holding her, you don't want to attack because you could be drawing aggro as well from the person holding it. So I'm gonna go over here to the right, and you guys can swap over to the left side. I'm gonna try and draw Seren's attention. And you guys can go ahead and leave. Go ahead and stop attacking her and go over to the left when you can. Banana incoming. Banana incoming. What a diabolical pattern.
I've got an entire bunch of bananas at this point.
Are you like chaos locking over here, Tazir? What's going on?
Oops. Accidentally blinked. So sorry.
You think you're bugged? What do you mean bugged? What's going on with you? Oh, you see here, I've lost aggro because you're over here, Tazir. You shouldn't need to chaos lock onto the boss. I'm pretty sure you can just fly over the banana. I would recommend not chaos locking over to it. Because in the event that I had lost control of the aggro, you could be jeopardizing your party. And P1 at least. Now if your party's all like experienced, like in my X Seren, I intentionally try to draw Seren over to my party. Because I know they can handle it. But this just makes it easier for your party. It's safer for you, but if in the event that you end up drawing the aggro of Seren, then you will jeopardize your party. Also, I'm gonna start gauging now. I started gauging late, I'm sorry. Banana incoming. Down. Your DS Senpai always told you to chaos lock when banana's incoming. If your party is experienced, it would be fine. But in the event that you, if you were to draw aggro due to your chaos lock, and then I'm unable to regain it, remember that you are definitely jeopardizing your partner, your party. Alright, go ahead and origin whenever, guys. I'll connect the bind. Damn, Tazir's still loading. That's crazy. Welcome in. Watch radial. I think I missed. Oh, there it is. Alright, dash. Dash with laser. Laser. Dash. Make sure to stay on Seren's left if you can help it. It's a lot easier to dodge these lasers than you think. There's a safe spot in the left corner there, for instance. You want to up jump those. The reason we keep her here is because it's easier to deal with these than it is to deal with the diagonals. Diagonals in the middle is a pain, especially for non-TP classes. Alright, duck. Maybe laser, be careful. Laser. Good. Jab, jab. Maybe dash here. Oh, it could be radial, actually. And then dash, watch out. Party shield, you can avoid the dash with party shield. So yeah, if you're gonna place your party shield down in these bosses, it's best to like let your team know. That way, like if they don't have untouchable otherwise, that way they can be like, oh okay, I can avoid that right now. Cool. It's like a good calm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then dash. Watch laser. Remember, we want to be on the left here. Someone's on the far right. Who's over there? What are we doing? We're here to learn to survive. Come over here, right? FMA. That's unfortunate. Now, don't think that you got... Tess was right. That's not why. You were on the right because you were scared of the boss. We're not doing that. Alright. I'm going to put down a fountain in the middle. One, two, and then three. Duck. A little heal. Don't forget to pop your potions off cooldown. 1, 2. Oh shit. 3. I just lost a door. I thought he was going right. Dash. I should note, if you got... Oh, here come the walls, by the way. 2. I should note, if you are dead during test, that counts as you not playing test unless your tombstone is on the correct test location. which is up to God and not you. Ow.
Oh, well,
I accidentally TP'd right. 1, 2, 3. Dash. The walls are gonna respawn again in about like 8 seconds. Keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3. I encourage you guys to get up immediately if you die. Because we don't need to practice to stay dead. We need to practice to stay alive. Dash.
and Tessa's at the end of each season, right?
Correct. So we have about 15 seconds before test. 2, 3. Dash. Test soon. 1. Left. Left rock. Left rock. Nice. Good job, everyone. The only move you really have to watch out for is that move right there from Seren, the one that knocks you back. If that happens right before test, it could inhibit your ability to play it. You have about 10 seconds before test. See if I can get a little thing over here in this left corner. Alright, get ready to start grouping up in the middle. A little away from Seren so she doesn't knock you back. Here comes test. Right rock. Nice. Alright, I'm going to bring her to the right. You guys have about 10 seconds before bombs. Here comes bombs. 2, 1. Also crab. I lost aggro. Alright, swap. Oh no, Tazir DC'd. You make today's VOD public on Twitch? Recently, I've been YouTube streaming, so you can actually view all the VODs on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's just Aaron LCMS.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, look, you're alive.
It's a miracle, dude.
Dash out.
I might be the worst popper in the universe.
It takes practice. It took me a long time to get used to popping as well. You kind of have to understand. You saw me on Maple Clips recently. I know. I know. Your keyboard stopped where I'm gonna go outside. Thanks for the tips. Hey, good luck, man. Thanks for dropping by. The worst thing is the second time. Oh, I got stunned. The stun from the sword drop is 4 seconds. They are nerfing it in summer, but just keep that in mind. What happened on Maple Clips? Let's not talk about it. Alright, test soon, guys, in about 15 seconds. After this next bomb pop, group in the middle. Test, right middle. Uh oh. You were on one pillar over. Almost, almost. If you passed that test, you would have made it. You reset to C. True, true. Alright, everyone leave. Playing it again is the same thing, with no particularly added difficulty. Another important thing to note is that every time you take a gauge stun, we do reduce midnight by 1/20th. Subsequently, or consequently, as a result, we also increase every other section by 1/60th. So they get 1 second longer, essentially. Oh, he's napping. So cute. Okay, you guys can see him. Alright, great. Okay, so Tzir said he's out. So if everyone's ready, we can go back in. It's down on the right side of the portal if you're ready to go back in one more time.
I'm gonna set out this next one.
Sure.
I gotta get food out of the oven.
No problem. Alright. On the right, if you're right. I think this is everybody. Oh, wait, I see 2 HP bars. Who am I missing? Oh, we're missing Hakai. There he is. Okay, if everyone's ready, I'm entering in 4, 3, 2, 1. Entering. I didn't catch her fast enough. She's on the left. Uh-oh. Can someone bind? My bind missed.
Yeah, I got you.
I know an easy solution for this. Oh yeah, thank you, Tanjiro. Banana?
Yo, Aaron, I got a quick question.
Sure, what's up?
So like right now I'm like duoing and soloing this or attempting to solo also. But my bursts are kind of weird. Like I end up bursting in deer. Like, is that normal?
That is not normal. So what's probably happening is you're wondering why when your burst cooldown comes up, it doesn't make sense to hold on to your burst, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That is correct. Every phase is 2 minutes by default, but what's gonna happen is it doesn't make sense, like effectively, to generally burst inside the deer phase because you're also healing, and then you just put your cooldowns like on cooldown, right? So you're kind of nullifying whatever damage you're doing. It's better just to play safe. So you actually will hold on to your burst until noon, and then you'll burst at the start of noon. Does that make sense?
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Now, if you're a 2-minute class and your burst is up at the start of dawn, you could pop your burst, and you could also pop your 90s instead, but I would not pop your full burst. Unless you were very confident and your team not getting hit at all in dawn. A lot of people that struggle to get their first min-clear solo for Seren can often find their answer in how good they get at dawn. By not getting hit and also DPMing. I accidentally phased it, guys. I'm sorry. We're going.
Yeah, with my duo, bursting in deer isn't the worst, but like I just it was
You're,
just weird.
you're better off just waiting until noon, honestly.
Yeah.
And then even if the burst is good, disengaging from the boss and recollecting your teamwork can also be very hard. I know we don't have... Oh, okay. That works. I'll just do a 2-minute burst then. Rebound. Watch the radial. Radial is like the highest priority skill, so she'll use it pretty much right out of bind almost every time. Watch for laser here, by the way. Okay, radial. Watch out for radial. Ah! I'm so cooked. Watch radial. That's a lot of standing around she's doing. Very weird. Dash. Oh, nice duck. Laser. Nice. Radial. Standard jabs. Dash. Jab, jab, radial. Watch radial. This is kind of a bad spot for a radial. Watch out. Blazer. And then dash, and then jab, jab, maybe 3 jabs actually, and then a radial. 3, radial, and then dash. And watch laser. Laser's back up. There it is. Maybe jab, jab, and then radial. Oh, just 1 jab, then dash. Watch out. Oh, jab, dash. Alright, maybe 1 jab, watch laser. Jab, maybe laser, maybe radial. It's gonna be radial. Oh, middle FMA, middle FMA. Good job. Nice. If you guys have questions about how I can predict it so well, we can talk about it later. 1, 2. Hi, Nebs. 3. Good. One of the battle mages, I encourage you all to try putting your party shield down on top of the walls when they spawn this time. 1,
Okay.
2. Just try it out. 3. Jab. Watch out. Watch the dash. I think she's gonna dash. Ow. She did not dash. Oh, there it is.
Wait, is my goat in the chat?
Perhaps. Oh, walls are coming up. Remember, you want to put... Okay, so this will work, but I think on the right end of the wall, it actually doesn't... It exits, so I'm going to get hit. So I got hit by the wall there. Place it a little further right, and it would have worked really well.
Yeah, no, I missed like filler for a lull.
You're good, you're good.
I do that more often than I'm willing to admit.
Big Gochis.
Walls are going to come up again in about 10 seconds. Maybe 15, actually. 3. Oh man. I was going to bring that gauge into midnight. Alright, test soon, get ready. Right.
Right.
Oh, you walked, so we died. I think it was Boombox.
Oh, why'd I live?
Because you made it on your screen, but you didn't make it on our screens. Is the thing I talked about earlier. Because you're yeah, you made it the last possible second for you, but we're still seeing you walk in on our screens. Left rock. Bombs in like 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. He might crab. Oh, I got the crab. Nice. Bombs. Crab incoming. Bombs. Don't forget to play in the middle after your bombs. There's no deer. Okay, we're gonna have to swap. Nice, good swap. Oh, I lost aggro. I'm pulling her back, I swear. Look at me! Watch the bombs! Yeah, Hakai, you don't have to worry about like coming over here with Seren. Just try and stay away from her. Oh, right? Nice, good test. Watch the laser. Ooh, classic beginner mistake. That was a funny one. I had to learn how to not get hit by that when I was doing my solo.
Call that a dick move.
Sorry for your loss. I'm my own worst enemy, man. Alright, honestly, you guys are all alive. 2 lives, even. We're gonna go until we die out. Good job, guys. Up jump. Watch the radial.
Are we bursting here? Or?
No bursting, no bursting. Maybe I'll burst, just for fun.
Yeah.
I want more deer and dawn. But I'm only gonna do a 3-minute burst. Me bursting here is me displaying my faith in you guys. I'm gonna do a regular 3-minute burst. Oh, my mana overload's off, and my fams are off. Oops.
By the way, you said go middle after the bomb pops?
Yeah, because you need to corral the deer back to the middle. Otherwise, it's gonna harass you in the corner until you die.
Okay, I see.
You also pull them off your Seren holder as well sometimes. That's really important. Laser. Ow, there's my gauge. Oh, we are 1 gauge from failing. Keep that in mind. Play safe. No need to DPM. Jab, jab. Laser. Watch the radial pattern after this. And then dash. And then laser maybe. Watch out. Jab, jab. Laser. Then radial. And then it's going to be dash. And then jab, jab. And then probably radial. Oh, radial. Watch out. You can go to the corner. Oh, bad spot for a radial, actually. Ow. If that was X Seren, I wouldn't have gotten cooked. Jab, jab. Watch the laser, by the way. Jab, jab. Radial. Maybe dash afterwards. Dash. And then, oh, right. Rock. Ooh, so you were walking there again. You got a TP.
Sorry, it's so close. I didn't want to overshoot TP.
So what you
Fucked it.
So the awareness there is you're correct. Like, oh, maybe if I TP, I could overshoot. So the moment you make the TP, that could land you in a spot where the TP afterwards would overshoot you. You know, already be moving left, so you can position to TP into it again. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of like, so like, let's say I want to land on this portal, like this portal in the middle. All right, watch me. Makes sense. But you're right, like, you might have been too close for a TP, and it also doesn't make sense to turn off the toggle for your TP booster to see if maybe it doesn't overshoot you, because sometimes it doesn't register, right, when you turn off the toggle while moving. So, yeah, learning how to immediately know exactly where your TP is going to take you and how you're going to adjust for the following movement is another part of mastery over your character. So that's just another part of the journey. You guys down for another one? How are you guys feeling? That was a great job lasting 1 cycle. Excellent work. Anyone have any questions so far? You guys are doing awesome. My eye accessory expired. Oh, I see. Meatball's catnapping. He is so cute. Elo, do you see the cat? Is Elo still here? This is.
I think I'm about to go play a different game.
No problem, man. If you need to head out.
Thank you for the practice.
Yeah, dude. Great work. I'll talk to you later. His name is Meatball. My son. There's pick him up and snuggle. Yeah. Okay. If you guys are down, we can run one more time, yeah?
Yeah, I'm done.
How about we do one more, and then we call it for the day?
The game pros on the way out of the cash shop. I freaking hate it here.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I kicked you, so once you get back here, I thought you were the person that left. Once you get back, just reapply the party. What type of cat? He's a domestic short hair. Is he a void? No, he's a gray. He just looks a little dark. He's very handsome. He an orange cat now, call him spaghetti. That's what my friend said, actually. They were saying the same thing in a group chat today. Or we need to dress up. We need to dress up Meatball in a spaghetti costume. More pictures, please. Check out the Pets and Animals chat in Paradoxia. I put a lot in there. Oh, Alicia. Do you wanna practice X Lotus right after this?
Please.
Sure.
Sweet.
You adopt? The cats that you saw before were my old roommate's cats, and I moved in with Crystal. And then we didn't have a cat, so we adopted. Yeah, we went to pick him up literally yesterday. He's very sweet. Limbo teaching when? People need to request. What's he just flipping? Dreaming, buddy? Oh, you awake? Oh. How's your nap?
I need him.
He loves Jimmy scratches. Good morning. You have a good nap, buddy? Oh, he's scratching. How bad are you for Limbob once I hit 290? Sure. Reminds me of my Artemis. Oh, you have a cat? I didn't know you had a cat, Ella. Oh, is everyone back? Welcome back, Hakai. That is Hakai, right? I think so. Alright. Let's get in there. I'll try to remember not to kill it this time. Alright, I'm entering in. Oh, is everyone ready? Stand on the left of the portal if you're ready.
Do you want me to, like, not really attack?
Yeah, you don't have to attack. Oh, you're on your main.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely don't attack. I'm entering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entering. He says this cat is a gray cat too. Aw. Watch your damage. Oh yeah, the Matrix. Banana incoming. Oh, I phased it. Alright, well. Alright, we're not gonna burst it all until sunset. Actually, Alicia, you're allowed to burst here. Whenever you're ready. Nice. Down. Oh, you got it. Man, game sucks. Oh, my Jenny was on cooldown. Okay, my fault. Watch the dash and the laser. Okay, now watch the radial. Laser, dash probably. 1 jab dash. 2 jab dash. Okay, watch the radial, my fault. Wow, no dash. That's crazy. Dash. Maybe laser, watch out. Jab, jab. Or laser. There's laser. Use a heal. Radial. Dash. Jab, jab, maybe laser. Okay, radial. Then either laser or dash. Dash. Jab, watch the radial now. Radial does not gauge, only an X Seren. Watch the laser. Dash. Laser. Jab, jab, jab. 1 jab. Okay, middle. Nice, good job. I trusted that one. You got Roar 4? Congrats! See, I told you what happened. Put a little fountain here in the middle. Oh. Did I prep my burst here? Yeah, sure. 1, 2,
Okay, smoke screen in the middle.
3. Thank you. No, I've been gauged. That was my fault. Alright. Give me a Vank skip. Oh yeah, will it into existence. Honestly, you know what? Give me one more. Okay, I didn't get another one. One, 2, 3. Two, 3. Dash. We got things repopping again soon. Oh wait, not solo? No. I'm teaching Seren today. Hi, Selena. Alright, watch for the walls. They're gonna pop up soon. 2, 3. How to get your entire burst off? Well, you just learn. You're gonna have to learn to Shadow Surge more often in order to avoid specific attacks. Remember, your spread throw resets your Shadow Surge. I framed that. I didn't trust. I think that's was it Alicia maybe? That was late. And then it's your dash. Aren't you a Night Lord? You're a Night Lord, right? Are you a Night Lord or a Night Walker?
Wait, me?
Yeah. Shadow Surge is your dash. It resets every single time you use a spread throw. So you can use that to micro move. But I encourage you to like watch like top tier gameplay. Oh, right FMA? I'm gonna
No
E4.
trust.
Oh, I popped it not fast enough.
Ooh, I'll pop the
It resets every time you attack in spread throw. Guys, go to the left. I'll handle on the right. Ouch. Okay, never mind. Go to the right.
Come over here.
Yeah. Watch those bombs on your way over.
I popped them.
I encourage you to watch Kenep GMS. That guy's my Night Lord friend. He's one of the best Night Lords in the server. And like more than his damage, Kenep, K-E-N-N-E-P. More than like his damage, he has a lot of skill. He's actually very skilled. You can see his micro movement. You can see the way he calculates micro movement, and his decision making is very, very excellent. He's got great reaction speed and great decision making.
They can stay in the corner because the
But like, even if he didn't have like Genesis iframe, which, you know, admittedly it is harder without Genesis iframe to get your burst off. It's still going to be like just Ken up. No A. It's still possible to play it. But you just had to rely on like origin binds to get a majority of your damage off if you can help it. Everything else, just try to do your best to dodge. It's like a true test of skill, right? All your damage is in your burst, so how are you gonna get it out? You know what I mean? Bombs. I should have duck TP'd there. I got the crab. What's up, Lance? How you doing? I hear you're pushing Encalling again. Dash. Maybe. I bet you could do it by now. Oh, right? Left, sorry. You formed that. That's unfortunate. It was like the opposite side. Generally, the calm would be to say, hey, after this, go play in the middle. Right? But we just didn't have that kind of time. So yeah. That's just like a pre-positioning issue. Like, you guys reacted correctly, but there's no way you're gonna get over there in time, right? So, not your fault. You got 3 Nezuko's? That's crazy. Alright, hey, by the way, great work, guys. Does anyone have any questions? How about maybe, like, regarding how I'm always calling out the correct attacks in Noon? I did say I'd talk about it. You guys want me to talk about that?
Yeah, that helped.
Okay, so this is a really important bossing concept that I teach a bit here. It's really hard to like be good at it, okay? But essentially every boss, especially at this level, at least Black Mage and up, will all have internal cooldowns on their skills, okay? So I know internally how long each individual skill that Seren is using is, including the jab. The jab is a 1.89 second cooldown. It may seem like she just does it whenever, but she cannot do it 1.88 seconds after she did the last jab. It has to be when the cooldown is up. Treat every attack that you see from a boss as a skill with a cooldown. If you understand what attacks are available and not available for the boss, you can utilize those internal cooldown knowledge like bits to manipulate the boss to your liking. This is especially prevalent in places where you're holding a boss like Cowling or Dawn, right? Like I know generally like, oh, she's not gonna spam a crab even though some of the attacks are kind of random cooldown. I know for sure that she can't do 2 dashes back to back. And I know also the priority in which she likes to use his skills. A good example would be like Black Mage. Are you guys familiar with in Black Mage P3 where the boss kind of drifts too far to the right? Or will drift when everybody's holding duck for too long? Never done Black Mage aside from story? You should come die for Black Mage teaching. I tried to do one yesterday, but the person I was teaching didn't make it. But essentially, like, if the boss is not able to hit you with any specific attack, no, actually the best example is, you guys know how we got hit with the laser after surviving one whole cycle when we were in Noon again? It's because Seren has an attack range for every attack. She can target us with everything, but we're not in range to use dash. We were in range to use radial technically, but if she sees us far away, radial is not an attack that she targets people with. Radial is an attack that just has a cooldown. If she wants to target someone in an attack, the first thing she can actually target us with at long distance is laser. And that's why we duck immediately on entry. She will either radial or she will laser, right? And either way, you want to duck first and then assess afterwards. Make sense? So I know the boss is off cooldown because we just entered Noon. And I know that laser is an attack that can hit me from where I'm standing on the opposite side of the map. So I'm going to duck because I'm expecting the attack and therefore I dodge it, right? There's logic to the madness, right? There's a lot of examples of this, right? So let me think of some really easy examples in this higher attack range, right? I understand that, let's say, Kalos. Kalos, dive cooldown is 15 seconds. TP, he will almost always TP twice before he dives. And that's not because he's programmed to TP dive, that's because the cooldown of TP And the priority of the skills makes him do 2 TPs between dives because that's just how the cooldowns tend to sit. That's just generally how it works. If you see him dive, you can expect him to do 2 TPs before he does it again. Right? Things like that. If I know breath is coming up, I'll stand on his left and try and bait the breath. Right? Things like that. He will not just use the skills randomly. And that's why I can kind of guess exactly when Seren's going to do what. It's a very advanced skill, but if you were to watch an X-Seren VOD, I just did X-Seren like 2 days ago. I don't think I streamed it. No, I did stream it. If you watch VODs of X-Seren in Noon, you'll see everybody moving preemptively with the boss in experienced clears. And that's because they know exactly what I know. I'm just not calling it out. I'm like, oh, I know she's gonna dash here, so I'm gonna step out because there's no point in me attacking and getting hit if we don't have untouchable. I know Radial's coming, so I'm in the position better. You might have heard me say once, oh, this is a bad spot for a Radial, and you guys probably all got hit with the Radial because it was really hard to dodge from that spot, right? If you saw an X-Seren party in the same situation, especially when Radial is higher stakes, you would also see them position in a way to dodge the Radial better ahead of time. It's proactive positioning because of knowledge. Make sense? I could ramble on and on, but that's essentially it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to wrap up the teaching there. You guys have any questions for me before I send us off? All right, cool. I'll let you guys go. And Alicia, you want to meet me over at Lotus?
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys. It's nice meeting you, by the way, Hakai. I've already met Elmo before, so I'm gonna save it for him. All right, heading over to Lotus. Good practice. Yep, good practice. I was gonna do my Dark Knight bosses, but honestly, X-Lotus sounds a little more fun. Coming over. Now, Alicia, I want you to bring some Seren potions with you. I don't want you to use the Seren potion inside the fight. Is that okay?
Okay.
Like, you know, like the practice mode buff?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Because that one has, like, the entire half hour, right? Which isn't fair.
Correct, correct. And Shadower is a 3-minute class?
Yeah.
Do you function in any way outside of a 3-minute burst?
I mean, we've got, like, Sonic Blow and Trick Blade that...
But it's not real.
It's like a little...
Yeah, those are like really mini bursts rather than like a full burst, right? Because you need Last Resort for your burst, right?
Yeah, which Last Resort is...
So you're functioning on 3-minute and 90-second, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play 3-minute with you today.
Okay.
You are. Let me remove Boombox. And then make sure your buffs are right. I need to turn off my thing.
Oh, let me double check. I
And
did
then
turn off there.
Yeah, and then I need to make sure I'm in my roar. Okay. I'll do my origin first. Sounds good?
Okay.
Alright, I'm entering in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entering. Give me a second before I burst. Ooh, on the fatal. I like that. Put the pound down here on the right. Watch the stun. Ooh, that was a deadly combo. Good positioning. So you said you needed practice. What do you need practice with? You don't seem too unfamiliar. Is
I
it
do
P3
okay in
stuff?
P1. P2 is where like I tend to struggle.
I see, I see. That's not even the hardest part too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ow.
I mean, I haven't done a ton of practice runs.
Alright, remember that 3 minutes are going to be delayed a little bit because of domain.
Okay.
I don't know how much. Oh, watch the stun. I don't know how much experience you have running with a Kanna actually.
I've only ever practiced with an Adele and a Kaiser.
I see. But like running in general with a Kanna?
Not very much.
Oh,
I think the
you're good.
only time I've ever run with a Kanna has been you.
Fair
If
enough.
that's any indication of how often.
That's true. Okay, well it's not like no experience. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do my ring swap back real quick. Alright, we got 48 seconds.
Comp 4 is probably best for Lotus, correct?
Maybe because you're a shad. I
Okay, 'cause
can't
I
say
did
for
just
certain.
get a Roar 4 too.
I see. Do you have a weapon jump?
Yeah.
In your 90-second burst, it might be better to do roar and weapon jump. But if you want to run Kant until P4, that's probably good. But I wouldn't recommend using your Kant in P4 if you're not confident. I'm gonna start prepping my burst. There's 8 seconds on domain, okay?
Okay.
Also put down fountain. Domain's place, you can burst whenever. Nice. Step to the right when you're done. My blue barrier's on the right, so you can bonus your damage. Ow. Not too shabby. I'm wondering if I should be running Kant. I wonder if it is better for you to play Kant in a sim with me. Doing great. Have you lost a door yet?
I lost door when we first entered.
Ah.
With the first big leg.
Well, that doesn't really count. 17 seconds on domain. The ideal thing here would be for me to not use domain for this burst. But we're gonna use it this time. Oh, I also forgot to pop my Serens before we entered. That's probably not helping. That explains a lot. Alright, I'm binding.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Might want to get up. I am bursting here.
Do you know why sometimes the Jenny iframe doesn't proc? Is that just a me thing, or is that?
Are you
like
saying
an
you're
issue?
lagging? What kind of fams do you have? Do you have jump on any of your fams?
I do.
That's why.
Oh.
The tick of it refreshing your jump buff is lagging you. You're not crazy. If anyone tells you you're crazy, you're not crazy. I also have a jump fam. So now that you know that the jump fam is what's causing it, it doesn't happen to be on a boss fam, does it?
No.
Okay, that's
It's on
good.
my HP fam.
Okay. I would just not even use that HP fam, honestly.
Okay.
Like, I'm a Kanna, so, you know, my perception is a little skewed, to be fair. Alright, and we're out. Hey, that's good timing. A whole minute ahead of schedule.
T2 is where I struggle. Okay.
A good place to be is, like, on top of Lotus, but obviously when these blue balls are active, just try and respect them. Don't be afraid to just pull off the boss and attack blast if you need to. Especially when we're partied together. You shouldn't be forced to, like, DPM all the time. Now, because, like, I should be strong enough to solo this. Now, maybe not in a situation where I'm playing 3-minute, but still.
Because you're usually 2-minute, right?
Yeah, I am usually 2-minute. That does make me weaker, but, you know, having another person like you for DPM makes a really big difference. I should have ring swapped to conf there, but whatever. Domain in 52 seconds. Give you a heal. Should you run X-Lot this week? I haven't yet. I'm actually going to try and run with Alicia. Because I apparently don't have hands and I can't clear.
Blue balls hurt.
Domain's down. You can prep your burst whenever you want. I put a pink barrier down on top of her as well. Every barrier in the world. I'll connect the bind, don't worry. Need to practice X-Lot? Yeah, you do.
Oh no. I got stuck behind the thing.
Yeah, that shit's terrible. You can Heroes Will the debris, by the way. I know that's kind of hard and they're very numerous, so you can't do it all the time, but it is an option.
I think I panicked because there was a leg over there. And I thought I could time it to get back over.
Anyway, it's better to limit test than to, you know, just analysis paralysis. Ow. Whoa, that was weird. Did you see that? She's like bugging out. Nice. I'm just gonna sit right here. Ooh. Was that my door? I think I lost door. Go ring swap. I got burst in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna start ring swapping. Alright, come back up here. Are you ready? I'm binding. What? No shot, my fucking origin iframe, man. This class sucks. I was mid-vank. Oh, nah. Alright, well. Technically, because I messed that up, we would technically just time out. That is not a forgivable mistake, unfortunately. Hey, you know what? My bad. Ooh, I couldn't heal you in time. I'm sorry. And you followed me down. I was down there for 2 frames, man. Now, you are allowed to pull off the boss, but I don't know how much you're allowed to actually be dead in our real run. I'll tell you that much. Because it's not going to be an easy run. I'll tell you that. Whoa. Oh, what's up, Kazu? Kazu's pretty damn strong, that's for sure. Ow. "37 seconds on burst." "23 seconds on domain." I tried to heal you, I think I missed.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate, unfortunate. I should have put it on counting too. Alright, nice. Hey, not too shabby. Not too shabby. We I think we would have been out on that burst, maybe, if I hadn't missed my origin. You want to try
if I have a different HP fan.
You want to try, a strat I'm cooking?
Yeah.
We both put on continuous, and we double origin the entire time until I tell us to split off. Thoughts?
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh my god, Meatball's flopping. Oh my god, he loves laying on his back. It's so cute. Alright, we gotta wait for my origin though, so like 2.5 minutes. And this time, I swear, I will put on a continuous. I'll put on the Serams.
Okay.
Hello, meatball.
My son. What are you looking at? What do you see? What is it? You wanna come sit on my lap? Yes. Oh, careful, you're spinning the chair. Yes, regret. This is my son. This is Meatball. Weapon Aura on my P1 time went from 2030 to 2030. That's crazy. Weapon Aura is OP. Yes, I'm also a cat dad. Oh, big yawn. Are you hungry? What did Crystal feed you? Cute kitty, yes. Also, happy reset, guys. Alright, Alicia, let's do this one more practice, and I gotta get off for a bit, and we can practice again later. Did you say you had something to do after reset, I think?
Yeah, I was just doing encalling -3, but I'm done with that.
Oh, okay. Alright, Origin's up in 20 seconds. Yeah, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, I'm popping Serams. Make sure you got your fams on. I'm entering in 3, 2, 1, entering. I'm gonna burst on my own timer, okay? Also, I'm origining. But I'm not gonna bind on my bursts.
Did you want me? You wanted us to origin together, right?
Yes. Down. Emergency food is crazy. Weapon Aura is not a toggle. Weapon Aura is like a skill that stacks, kind of like Old Goddess. And it has like a really weird cooldown, so you can actually use it more often than you would like a regular burst. Double add, oh hell yeah. I think I just lost door right there. That's crazy. That's a diabolical combination. Alright, Alicia, you have to let me know when your 3-minute burst. Oh, are you just origin? Wait, no. Yeah, you have to let me know when you're ready for the bind, okay?
Okay. It's 54 seconds.
Oh, oops. Wasn't looking. But I don't need my bind for the burst anyway, so I don't think it matters. Can you come up? Hi, buddy. Just don't block my screen too much. I'm doing X Lotus right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright. Binding. Ooh. He is spinning. We call him a meat spin. Right, guys? No? Ow. How many seconds on your origin?
50.
Okay. Do I not ring swap? I'm using a continuous right now. How many seconds on your burst now?
23. 20.
Alright, I'm gonna burst very soon. Once this shield breaks, going. Don't be afraid of this overburst here. Can you throw a bind? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Haku. That's unfortunate. He's gonna shield here. Oh, squeeze! Oh, we made it, Alicia. Good job. How about is using Con 4 over Roar 4 for party play? It really depends on your strategy. If you're using a Roar 4 in a party that has a lot of FD stacking, then you're trolling yourself for sure. Ooh. But there's still there's like different decisions. What class are you again, Quillbacked? Shadower? Generally, Con's going to be better for you. But that's only generally. If you're in a Kalos situation, Like, you just have to think about how the boss works, right? If you're in a Kalos situation, you're never going to be, like, DPMing that much unless you're very good at the boss. I have Fountain over here on the left. Excuse me, I very good at all bosses.
Balls of death.
Respectable. Yeah, learning how to deal with the blue balls is really difficult. I don't have any Shadower specific advice for you either. I still have about a minute and a half to burst.
Okay.
Go down domain early. A little bonus healing for you.
Oh my god. Whew. Okay.
Ow.
Oh dear lord. Oh Jesus.
This will be the last origin that we do together, okay?
Okay.
What's up, Brandon? How are you doing?
There's still 30 seconds on that origin, but
That's fine. If the domain isn't in it, it doesn't matter.
okay.
How many seconds on your origin now?
15.
15?
Yep.
Okay.
8.
Alright, I'm going now. I have to go now.
Okay.
Doing about boss meal? Nice. What boss meal are you doing? Also, what are you doing with your hyper burn this event? That burst felt a little weak. Maybe I'm just missing VIP, that's why. We will be much stronger during our actual run, keep that in mind.
I just have a button I missed it. Ignore the random Erda fountain.
I use Erda Fountain all the time in bossing.
Do you?
I actually do. I use it in Calling. It helps me mark where to hold Calling.
Okay.
Nice. Good choices.
did the will pack from the blue yeet ball and survived.
Very nice. You can also jump and hold blink. Or I think you've been doing it like a good time shadow assaulter. Or a ground dash. Those are your champ picks? Oh, maybe his champ picks.
Lord. Oh, I knew that was gonna get me.
Hey, it's still doing much better.
Slowly but surely. This is the furthest I've ever gotten in P2, so.
I'm gonna do a short bind very soon.
Okay. I got pushed into the corner and then legged.
You're good, I'm phasing him now. I don't know where Meatball went.
And then you like top left corner?
I like to play top left corner, yeah.
Well, oh, the leg is much bigger in P3.
Oh, is it? Never noticed.
Feels like it.
Oh, it might be. Oh, hi, babe.
Hello.
How's shopping?
Good. Where is our child?
I don't know. He just stepped away.
Just stepped away?
Ouch. He might be under your bed.
Probably.
Maybe he left when he heard the door open.
How much longer are you streaming?
Not much longer. This is my last one of this with Alicia. I'm running with her on this boss this week. And then I'm pretty much off. I'm gonna go cook afterwards.
Okay. I was thinking of FaceTiming my parents for them to see the cat.
Okay.
And then just tell James he'll come up.
Oh
for
Lord.
a few minutes.
Okay, that was
Okay.
a lot.
Sounds good.
But
Oh,
I
are you
just
out?
wanted you to like not be
I don't think I
streaming
could have
right now,
survived
just,
that.
like,
Yeah, makes sense. I'm almost done anyway. Alright. Sorry about that, Alicia. There was no comms there. We'll get a little bit more practice in and go to P3 a little later, okay?
Okay.
Alright, how are you
I
feeling?
don't
Do you have
think
any
I could have
questions?
survived that last death
Mhm.
because he was in the middle of FMA and the safe spot being on top of him, right?
Yeah, correct. And you were
Like
low
there
HP?
was a leg.
There's a leg, yeah. So, well, one, did you have Trick Blade up?
I did not.
Okay. Then you can also use the portal and just teleport to the bottom right.
Ah, here's the portal. The portal!
Mm-hmm. You can also up jump and Shadow Assaulter. I'm pretty sure that would survive as well. If you get
The
an
FMA
angle.
would still survive that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up jump Shadow Assaulter to like to the top left or top, like diagonally as far away as possible. I'm pretty sure you have a good chance as well.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go wrap up stream. Thanks for the practice. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Meatball.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah, bye.
All right, guys. That's all I'm doing for the night. I will talk to y'all later. Yep. Thanks for coming by, guys. This will be on my YouTube for VODs if anyone wanted to check out like Seren practice. It's a lot more watch and learn today specifically. But anyway, let me find someone to raid real quick. Yeah, you wanna come up? Let me just find someone to raid. Let's go raid Ryambi. He was napping all the time.
Oh, some good cat
Sweet boy. He is. I put him on cam so people can see him.
cat.
Alright, good night guys. Take care. See y'all later.